Hello, everyone. Have a good day and good evening wherever you are. I'm coming from you live from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, and also my guest from Singapore. Yes, and today is the day 7 of the 10 days Go Live journey. And I'm so thankful today that I have a special guest, uh, Jenn, who make her time and really it's a late night here in KL. So thank you so much. So would like to have introduction. So I'll start first if you don't mind. Yeah, I'm Susie. For you, first time knowing me, welcome. Susie here. I'm an online business entrepreneur and mentor. I'm engaged to my lovely husband to be, and I'm also a cat parent to my boy. He's a rescue cat, and I'm also a music teacher in profession. So that's about me. So I'd like to introduce my guest. Can you introduce to our audience today?
Yes. Hi, Susie. Hi, everyone. Thank you for having me here on your page. It's really an honor. And yeah, my name is Jen, and I'm from Singapore. I'm a single mom to two teenage boys, and I'm also a proud parent to two fur babies. Yeah, I've got one addition of cat just a couple of days ago. Yeah, so I'm actually a working mom in the education industry. So I have been working in the corporate world for, I would think, 20 over years. I started off my career about 20 years ago, 30 plus years ago in corporate world sales and marketing in healthcare industry. About 10 years ago, I switched to be in the education industry as a business partner, hoping to be able to get more time and more money to be able with my kids then, who are very young, right? And of course, now I'm also a proud digital business owner, just like Sisi.
Yay.
Yes.
That's great. Wow. A cat parent as well. I'm very happy that you have two kitties. Yeah,
Yes.
and I understand how it's like. I do have two, but unfortunately, sadly, one has passed. So now with the blessing with another, actually, I didn't expected to have another. So it's really
Yes.
yeah, nice to have him. So today I will have several questions to share, and I hope that you can share with us what
Of
you
course.
think of what it was the online business journey for you. So I'll start with the first one, which is what was your pains or the struggles before starting the online business? Basically, what was it like for you before you know the online business?
Mm. So, as I shared earlier, right, I started off from being like a corporate worker and then a business partner in the education industry. Really, my point was I wanted to be able to have the time with my kids, to be present for my stable and abundant to be able to provide them. Especially being a single, everything is just on one person. I'm a sole breadwinner. So basically, I need to make sure that things are um, ready for their future as well. Um, but then when I became a traditional business owner for like the last actually 8 years, then 8 years later, I realized that I wasn't making actually any profits. So I don't even have the time that I thought I wanted to have when I did the switch. And at that time when I did the switch, it was a struggle for me because I had huge sacrifice in my income. So 8 years later, being a traditional business owner, I felt that wow, I don't have the time and I don't have the money. It doesn't make sense. So I exited from the business. Um, so then I continue to work, and I also realized that there is really no such thing as job security. And because of that, I really wanted to do something again. I wanted to be able to become my own boss again because that has always what I wanted to do.
Mhm.
But I really, I don't want to work for the rest of my life for someone else building their dreams and being so restricted. So
Mhm.
I that's where I knew that going online is the way to go, right? But I don't know what to do. I just need
Mhm.
to do something on top of my day-to-day job. I need to so called break out of the cycle. Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
So that's really, I wanted to do that. And my kids are growing up. I don't want to get stuck in that situation as I had 10 years ago. Yeah.
True. Mhm. Yes, very true. I feel like you actually wanted to lead your life. Yeah. In the same case with me, there are some parts still resonates. Sometimes you feel like you stuck somewhere in the years that you've been doing. And of course you feel like you want to break it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
really can
Exactly.
feel your passion in really want to lead it. Yeah. Okay. So let's move to the next question. So why do you decided to have the online business? Yeah.
So I briefly shared just now, right? After I exited from the business, then I started to go back to the workforce again. Then I realized there's no such thing as job security, um, because the job that I was in, we lost the school tender. And when we lost the tender, we lost our job. So that's why, there's really no job security.
Mm,
And I was also sharing that I want to break out of this cycle.
yeah.
So in order to break out of this cycle, I must do something different. Um, and I know that online is the way to go. Online is the way where we can make money. I know people are making a lot of money online, but I just didn't know how.
Mm,
So, and I need a side hustle that I can work while I'm still having my day job and not taking away too much of my time with my children.
mhm,
Yeah. So
yeah.
when I came to know about this online business, um, I was really overwhelmed because it needs a lot of criteria that I had. Unlike previously, for the last, I would say maybe more than 1 decade, I have been doing different type of things. I've tried
Mhm,
MLMs, I've tried e-commerce, I've tried online selling, different things, but it doesn't work and it's not sustainable for me, right? Because I have to keep going out to entertain people, look out and all sell to friends, sell to relatives. Ended up you got no friends, no relatives who are
yeah.
there to come near you, right?
Yeah. Mm,
Yeah, then or you have to keep stock, you have to do this, you will do that. And I even explored like micro business, but that's not for me because to me that's very small money. Then I
mm,
have to sell things, I got to pack, I got to deliver, I got to, go to the post box. So I know totally those are the things that I don't want.
mhm.
So that's why I decided to to embark on this online business because it is a very unique business model,
Mhm.
and I see that there's huge potential and huge possibilities.
Mm,
Yes.
yeah, that's very great. Yeah, I do feel the same. Especially you said about no chase the family friends. Yeah, I'm not that type. Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, for the sharing of this. Okay, let's move to the next one, which is what is the biggest result or the change that happened since you started the online business, your online business?
Well, actually, there's plenty of changes, but I'm just going to pick on a few. I will not talk about the financials um, results because when we
Yeah.
come in any business, right? Uh, what we yearn for is definitely financials, and financials when we put in effort, over time it will come.
Yes.
I always want to share about this part that is the intangible part, which a lot of us may not see. Firstly, right, I feel that I have challenged myself in different areas to walk out of my comfort zone. I pride myself, right, who is someone who always have an open mindset, growth mindset. But actually, when I came to this online business, then I realized what is called true growth mindset. So many people say, "Hey Jen, while you're very daring, you go live, you can talk on camera, go on social media." I can tell you, right, it is not natural as it doesn't come as a second
Yeah.
nature to me.
Mhm.
When I first joined this business, I'm a social media idiot. Once a year, I go to Facebook and I will only scroll. Once a year, maybe I like something. That's all.
Yes, I see.
I
Yeah.
don't even know how to do all these things. I'm not like so tech savvy. But that is the part that I have overcome, that I am now confident talking in front of social media camera, and I can share it with people, and I don't get so nervous. So I guess this is one of the major change in me, as in being daring to walk out of the comfort zone.
Yeah.
That's a huge part, and this is just one aspect. There's so many other aspects that I have consistently challenged myself to walk out of the comfort zone, and only by walking out of the comfort zone, then you feel the transformation and the change in
Yes.
yourself. and
True.
and being a parent, we want to be a very positive role model,
Yeah.
and when I do that, right, I am setting a very good role model to my children, my two teenage boys. So then they also model after me. And because of the positive changes, the growth mindset that I have changed, they also had that shift in them. And because of that, there's a lot of changes that I've seen in them. And I'm very proud to say that I've seen changes in them that money can't buy. As parents, we all want our children to be more self-disciplined, more self-awareness. We always say automatic, right? Don't have to keep nagging and keep nagging. You want them to do this, right? So I am seeing a lot of huge shift in their attitude, in their behavior, and also how they are very willing to help others. And it becomes a ripple effect because of mind change. It changed them, and then they also influence the people around them. So I feel this is one of the other most amazing things that have changed. And last but not least, one thing that I really want to say is that the amazing friendship that I have forged through online business. Um, we became from online to offline friends, family friends, and you meet people that are so like-minded, and you never thought that you'll meet such people in life.
Yes.
And they are your biggest supporter. We support each other, not just only in business, but in our lives. And in as human beings, we have up and downs. So these are the people that stick with us, stick with me, even during my downtime. I celebrate together with all the wins.
Wow.
Yeah. So these are a couple of things that you give me 2 hours, I can continue. Yeah, but these are the few things that have transformed, have given me a lot of impact, not just for myself, but around people around me.
Wow. Wow. Yeah. Seeing you, actually, it's amazing sharing, and also, I can say that can see that you just not only grow yourself, but to what the surrounding of you. I can see that. And look at you. I'm seeing you so happy. In fact,
Yeah,
actually, you the one who approached me, even though we didn't know each other. Even when I started the journey, you were the one just out came out, in sun. Even though we were actually two different teams, but I find that teams or not, we are connected in the online, not the
oh,
online side. We are
yeah,
still connected as brothers, sisters, family, still in within the family. There's no such
yeah,
thing as what and what separate. So it's really, you can feel the community as one, in this business.
exactly,
So
exactly.
I'm very grateful that, get to
Oh,
know you and hearing
me
such
too.
amazing sharing, yeah, from you. Yes.
Thank you, thank you.
So the final one, I already said the final one already. Hopefully I hear more of your sharing actually. So so this one is actually, what can you actually advise to our audience, or who watch the live and even the replay, about taking action? Like they say they want, I have encountered say I want that dream, I want it, but what do you think that you can advise them to take the action to? Yeah.
Yeah, I would say firstly, right,
Mm.
ask yourself, what is it you want in life? Are you happy with what you have? If you are happy, you can still explore, because you want even though you're happy, I'm sure every one of us have dreams.
Yes.
So
Mm,
it is an opportunity for you to pursue your dreams.
mm,
And if you are like most of us who are not quite happy in life, as in we find there's something lacking, we may be happy, but we want a better lifestyle. We want a better retirement lifestyle, example.
yes.
Then take action to find out what can be the change. Firstly, you must know that you want something, then you make the change. But
Mhm,
one thing is not enough. Take action. Every one of us started by registering for a free webinar and we find out what is this thing.
mhm,
And then after finding out what is this thing, you can take on to the next step to see whether this fits you or not. In
mm,
fact, I just have a call just right like an hour before this session. A lead actually called me to find out what is all this about.
mhm,
And I also want to share this same thing that I shared with her. What is the worst thing that it can happen if you don't embark on this business? Firstly, you maybe at most spend 90 minutes of your time.
mhm,
Second, you will learn something. But if the event that you embark on this business, this is something that's going to change your life forever. And not just your life, your family's life, your children's life, and the people that you change, that you impact. So so that's why taking that first step of action, it is so important.
yes.
Yeah.
Mhm,
So the first step, like I said, is to just register on the website that Susie has here. Find or you connect with her. Find out a little bit more. Listen to the webinar. There's nothing to lose. Just 90 minutes of your time. And I just want to share this very real thing is that every one of us have dreams. Be it small or big dreams. It is just that sometimes our dreams are just buried somewhere or cast aside because over the years of working in the society, day to day grind, we forgot about our dream or we think that not possible. I don't think it's possible. I am like that too, right?
mhm,
More than 2 decades, my dreams all buried inside. I've forgotten about that because I don't dare to face them anymore because I
mhm,
thought I'm just daydreaming.
mhm,
But I can tell you, after joining this business, I dare to dream again because the possibilities and the potential is so huge that I'm getting excited again because I know my dreams can come true. So I'm just an ordinary person. And so whoever who is watching this, any ordinary person, I am sharing all you need to do for you.
Ah, yes.
What
I
can you do for you?
sorry.
Yeah.
Thank you for so much sharing. I think you got cut
Yeah.
off a bit. It's all right. Yeah, yeah. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much, Jen.
Mm,
Jen, are you? Sorry, I think got a little bit lagging. Yeah,
okay.
yeah, no
Okay.
worries. Thank you so much for your sharing. It's wonderful to hear from your side. I think you explained much about taking the action. And yes, whatever we shared resonates. Always feel free to reach out to me or even to Jen. Yeah, so we are always welcome and happy to connect to you in any inquiries as well about the business. Yeah. So I think that's much for today, and I'd like to say thanks to all who watch live. Here, I'd like to point said Cynthia from Malaysia, Patricia from KL, Malaysia, hi, and Mama Ali and Junior Giselle, Natalie Zayden, hi, Rachel Daisy, Luciana, yeah, hi from Singapore. Yes, thank you so much for watching us live and also our replays as well. So I'd like to say thank you. Have a good day, good night, and goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.